Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Keith or Prestige here, back again over here on Call of Duty. I just realized I have been playing so much X Defiant that I don't even have the Card 98K all the way leveled up yet. Oh, and my game froze. Oh, and I'll be with you guys in 1 second. Like, all I really did was just turn down my sonars for my headphones. That's all I did, because that shit was so loud in my ears. Probably loud for you guys too. All right, let's try this again. So today's video, I kind of want to talk about this comment that I got on one of my shorts. The comment being, snipers ruined COD. And while everyone is entitled to their own opinion, I think saying that snipers ruined Call of Duty is absolutely false. And just hear me out here. I know a lot of people aren't fans of snipers or just weapons that can one-shot, one-kill you. That's why a lot of people, hit marker. That's why a lot of people don't like shotguns, because they're so easy to use. And yes, snipers can be annoying, but that's only if they're good at sniping. I'm not saying that I am the best sniper. I'm not even saying I'm on like a DAPS level of quick scoping. I am above average. Like, definitely don't get me wrong, depending on the Call of Duty, I would smack you. BO3, I would smack you. BO2, I put up a pretty decent fight. Cold War, you would probably smack me. Modern Warfare 2019, I would smack you. MW2, the original MW2, you would probably smack me. Like, just then, I got shit on. I won't lie, the movement kind of threw me off. So to say that sniping ruined COD, I don't think so. I think, honestly, if it wasn't for sniping, the community that is Call of Duty wouldn't be the same. You take out FaZe Rain and that whole FaZe era where all they were doing was quick scoping and then trick shotting, Call of Duty, to me at least, will never be the same. I think without snipers, we would have seen the game how it is now be ramped up even faster because of people who were making content on Call of Duty. Those people being Nakeshot, Scum, just like professional players making content on the game. And don't get me wrong, they're amazing to watch. But at the same time, you also have to understand that they are playing Call of Duty as a job, as a sport. So I think it would have just raised the skill level even more. So me personally, I don't think snipers ruined it. I think they actually helped it. But as a sniper, I am biased. I won't lie. Some people also think that small map mosh pit is the reason why Call of Duty, at least Call of Duty multiplayer, is dying. And I'm going to have to disagree on that statement again. Here's why. Without Call of Duty's small map mosh pit, are you guys even touching multiplayer? Now, I get it. The only reason people touch multiplayer nowadays is to level up guns for Warzone. I understand that, and I won't lie. A lot of times I do that now too. It's just so then I can level up guns so I don't get absolutely dicked on in multiplayer. Pause, but resume. Like, can you honestly tell me, without naming small maps, what is the most iconic multiplayer map since the new generation of Call of Duty? And I'm talking about new generation as in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 to now. I guarantee you can't. Every single map from Modern Warfare 2019 till now, the large maps just do not play well at all, and a lot of people don't play them because of the fact of Call of Duty rewards players for playing slow, and therefore it makes the larger maps unenjoyable to play. And you know, there have always been campers. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. There's always been campers, there's always been people that play slow, but since recent years, Call of Duty has let players play slow even more, and they reward them for it. Like, think about this, honestly. Name one highlight where the player is playing slow and not aggressive. I guarantee you will not find it. And there's a difference between playing slow and playing smart. Playing slow means that you aren't moving. You're pretty much camping, but you are moving between room to room. And camping literally meaning I will line up right here and not move, and I will let them come to me and I will kill them. That is camping. So the game has changed in regards of small map mosh pit. Without small map mosh pit, the game isn't how it used to feel. So that's why, in my opinion, a lot of people play the small map mosh pit is because people will actually move in these game modes. So then what did ruin Call of Duty? If it wasn't snipers, if it wasn't small map mosh pit, what am I dying to? That's what ruined COD. But if it isn't for the snipers or the maps, what is it that is ruining Call of Duty? Obviously, one of the key factors is skill-based matchmaking, and I want to make a whole different video on skill-based matchmaking in a positive light besides just saying, oh, Call of Duty needs to take it out. It's clear that skill-based matchmaking is going to stay in Call of Duty forever now, but it obviously needs to be changed, but I'll get into that in a different video. But what ruined Call of Duty? Before you guys guess in the comments below what ruined Call of Duty, you're wrong. What ruined Call of Duty is the integration of Warzone. Warzone ruined it, and it's not even close. So let's just start back in the beginning with this whole Call of Duty Battle Royale thing. The game's Black Ops 4 and a new game mode called Blackout is coming out. When you look more into it, you hear that Blackout is going to be Activision's Battle Royale. Some people love it, some people hate it. And the reason I feel like Blackout was made a thing, and I could be completely wrong, but it was to battle Fortnite Battle Royale. And why not? Call of Duty used to be the king of multiplayer shooters, and now a free-to-play multiplayer battle royale comes out, and it is dominating for years at this point. Call of Duty is no longer the household name anymore. It's all about Fortnite. And they start to notice that all of their fans are switching over to Fortnite because it is a better and more fun game than all of the Call of Duties that come out during Fortnite's immaculate run. Then shortly after Black Ops 4 comes out, Modern Warfare 2019 is released. People start to notice that these ground war maps are starting to look like Battle Royale maps. And so the hype of, oh, Call of Duty is making another Battle Royale starts to take off. And so Warzone 1 is born, and it blows up during lockdown. And there could not have been a better time for Warzone 1 to come out. It blows up, everybody's talking about it, everybody's streaming it, and people are loving it. Now, remember what I said about those maps not being rememberable in all of the recent Call of Duties? Well, now all these developers, Activision, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, are concerned about Warzone. And for a good reason. Warzone 1 was killing it. But the downside of it is that all of these games were suffering because of Warzone. Not only do these developers have to make a good quality multiplayer zombies campaign, they also have to make him smooth transition into Warzone. They have to put all of their guns into Warzone. They have to put all the camos into Warzone. They have to buff and nerf all of the camos and weapons into Warzone. And since the release of Warzone 1, all of the following Call of Duties hurt from Warzone, and rightfully so. Think about it. Black Ops 1, during COVID, not that very good of a game, some people say. Well, not only did the pandemic happen, but it was the first game where they had to put their whole new gun system into Warzone. So not only do they have to make a good multiplayer and zombies and campaign, they also have to make their guns good enough to compete in Warzone. And the stress on putting their guns into a game that's not even technically their software, I'm sure is stressful. So now it's the new normal, right? And then after Cold War comes Vanguard. And I don't know, what hurt Vanguard was definitely going back to the war. I don't think anybody wanted that whatsoever, but whatever. And people started to notice that these games weren't being produced good at all because of the stress that Warzone puts on these developers. Like, tell me right now, what do you guys remember from Vanguard besides it being a bad game? The only thing I can tell you from Vanguard is the trench shotgun and DOS house. Those are the only two things I can tell you from Vanguard that are memorable. Everything other than that was not good. But you know what people can tell you from Vanguard? What was really good? The fact that their weapons had 10 perk slots in Warzone 1. The fact that their STG was going crazy in Warzone 1. It's all these things where these developers have to make their main priority now Warzone. So the whole game suffers. You guys remember? These zombies was terrible. The multiplayer was not fun. The color saturation on Vanguard was terrible. And ever since that, Warzone is just become this whole other entity of things that these developers have to learn to make a priority. It's not enough for these guys to make a good multiplayer or zombies game anymore. They also have to make sure that their game is good enough to be put into Warzone. And so that puts a lot of stress and focus on the developers. And so because of that, every single game I have noticed has not lived up to standards that people want. For example, MW2, the start of a new Warzone. Well, everybody says that might be the worst Call of Duty of all time. I wonder why. Maybe because they had to start over with a whole new Warzone. This year's COD, people are disappointed that people spent $70 for a DLC of a game. I wonder why. Maybe because MW2 didn't perform so well because they were more focused on Warzone than their own game. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Warzone is the problem. And I love Warzone. I love Rebirth. Obviously, I don't like the skill-based matchmaking in Warzone or in Rebirth, but Warzone and Rebirth are still a great game to play, even though it puts so much stress on the developers. But still, at the end of the day, people are going to complain that it's the snipers or it's skill-based matchmaking. But in reality, Warzone itself ruined Call of Duty, and I don't think a lot of people are ready to have that talk. You guys let me know down below in the comment section. Am I crazy for thinking this way? I've been playing COD since World at War, and I was playing locally, and I had a fun time then, and I'm still having a fun time over here on MW3. It may not seem like it because I complain and bitch about the skill-based matchmaking, but I still have fun. I do notice ever since Warzone came out, multiplayer has suffered. The focus for multiplayer just isn't there anymore. It is all about Warzone. So you guys let me know down below. I feel like my thoughts are pretty solid, and there's some truth behind all of those things I've talked about in this video, but y'all just gonna have to let me know. With that being said, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as it would mean the absolute world to me. I'll catch y'all later. This has been your boy Keith Prestige. Peace.